Okay, and welcome back to the Chase Payne podcast. We have a fun and exciting pod today. And I want to shout out, first of all, to VXS Gymwear for sponsoring the podcast. So thank you very much for that, for sponsoring the episodes. Today, we've got two elite athletes, one that specifies mainly in indoor rowing, and the other one that, shall we say, likes to experiment with lots of different activities using his strengths. So first of all, I'll intro each person and then hear a bit about them. So first of all, Joonas the soldier. He's known for a very powerful build. I would like to say around 120 kg. Not too sure. I'm just guessing there. Am I right, roughly?
Yeah, I'm just 99, so.
Oh, he's trimmed down from the podcast. He's got some exceptional pulling strength, very strong endurance, especially for his size, great engine, but also a mix of physical and mental capabilities and different challenges that he does that we can dig into later on. And then we've got indoor rowing legend, Anders the Professor, named by Big Tom, rowing sprint specialist. And when he gets on that rower, people fear him. They know what he brings to the table, and they are always, dare I say, worried when he steps into the ring. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Joonas, first with you, big man. Can you share with the listeners just a little bit about your background? I know there's a lot. You've done a lot, but just briefly, a little bit about your background.
Yeah, I entered swimming when I was 22, so 2012. And then I made few kids, and 2015 I start again like very high top athlete career. And now I do pull-ups, repetition, naval pentathlon, life-saving, swimming, and indoor rowing.
And in all those capacities, you've played it down massively, because not only have you partake in these activities, you've also been champion. You've really hit those scenes so well, and you're a huge pedigree in those areas. And we're going to dig into those later on in the pod. Anders, just briefly about yourself, my friend. I know you're a sprint champion, indoor champion, like multi-disciplines, but just let the guys and the listeners know a little bit about you and your background.
Yeah, it will be a very short introduction because my my sport background is very short. I've done some sports in the past, but only on a very low level. But then I bought a rowing machine almost 2 years back from now, starting with that, and realized it fit me well, and I like competition, but I haven't done so much sports competition before. But then I realized this is my thing. So I've been rowing quite hard since that. That's pretty much it. But
Well,
before that, nothing to brag on at all.
But now you're a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend.
It was a quick and late route to be a legend.
You know what I love about this, and for the listeners, people can start at any age. I got my first rower at the age 40. How old were you when you got the rowing machine?
So, sorry, what age?
Yeah.
Yeah, 44. So I'm 46
44
now.
years old.
Yeah.
This is the beauty of it. It's incredible that at the age of 44, and you haven't been involved, like you said, in any elite sport throughout your life, really. And then at the age of 44, you pick up a rowing machine and you become a champion. And also, dare I say it, people have so much respect for you. I've spoke to various people about you in preparation for the podcast, and you are so respected within this sport over the last couple of years and what you've done. It's incredible. And listeners need to understand that. And this is why I love indoor rowing, is because you see so many people starting at any age, and you are exactly that kind of role model for those people. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I think I'm a bit lucky to be a bit tall as well. It helps.
That helps.
Yeah, and that's why you are a little bit better than me because I'm a little bit smaller than you. I start
Yeah.
rowing. I start rowing in 2021.
Okay. You've developed
Yeah,
into the rowing, and that's another prime example of developing into the sport. And actually, anyone can do it. I wouldn't say for sprinting there is a skill level, but it's not like learning Olympic lifting. It's not like
yeah,
learning CrossFit. Anyone can get on a rowing machine. In fact, people that have not got on the rowing machine before and are listening, go
and
and sit on a
also,
rowing machine
and
and give it a go.
mostly important thing is when you want to achieve a lot of things in rowing, you need to be also quite stupid because the rowing is awful sport, right,
Yeah,
Anders?
yeah, I fully agree. I think that's maybe the most important to
Yeah,
always push yourself. And the good thing with rowing, what I like, it's not very technical. If you want to be
no,
a soccer star, you need to practice for so many years. But rowing is about doing it really hard for a relatively short period, and you don't really need the talent. You just need the,
you
I
just
mean,
grab the handle and start pushing.
yeah, start pushing as hard as you can.
But it sounds so simple, and you're right, there isn't a huge skill level to it. But when I transferred to trying to train for the 500 meters with Tom, I went up and did a training session with him. And I've been rowing for 4 or 5 years, 2K, 5K, just for fun and for CrossFit. Trying to change my stroke rate from a mid-20s to a high 40s, or even just to learn the start, because you can gain half a second with a good start. There is some technical stuff to it. And if you make a mistake, 1 or 2 mistakes in a 500, you're done. You cannot get the time you want to achieve.
Yeah, the first 3 to 5 strokes are most important, and if you make some issue in starting, then the rowing is
Game
very
over.
hard. Yeah,
It's quite sensitive as well. If you go too slow, you're screwed. If you go too fast in the beginning, you're also in a bad position. So it's quite strategic actually, 500 compared to 2K. 2K, you just hit your split and go
yeah.
and survive.
Did you listen to the podcast where we discussed which is harder, the 2K or the 500-meter row? Have you guys got an answer to that?
Yeah,
Anders, what's harder, 500 or 2K?
2K definitely. I mean, 2K is harder. Running a 2K really hard. I've only done it once, and that was terrible. I could literally not stand for 10 minutes after that. After 500 meter, I can always stand up. I mean, within minutes at least.
Does that mean you can go hard on the 500?
I don't know. I don't really have the capacity to. My muscle. I get so much lactate in the end, so it's not really physically possible to push harder. But 2K is so long, so you can really squeeze out all in that race.
And if you start 2K too fast, then you die very fast, and then
Yeah.
just try to get fed.
Yeah, I think I inspired the Olle or whatever it's called because I started the first 500 too far too quick, and then I
Yeah,
just had to
that's good. That's
survive.
good. Yeah,
Opposite to what everyone
yeah.
tells me, but
They say you should fly and die, and you definitely did that. Would you say that, or when do you feel when you started rowing, Anders? At what point did you think, I'm quite good at this. I'm going to really give it a go?
yeah, I tried a 500 like competition at work many years back, like 10 years back. And then I did 1:19, which is, I mean, it's a decent time. So then I said, and then I compared to like the national championship. So then I know this is something I can be good on. But then for various reasons, we have kids, and it was not I didn't have time to start. So I know I had some base capacity, but then I bought the rower. My form was quite poor, so it was a bit uphill in the beginning, to be honest.
That's part of the fun, though, right?
Yeah, it's part
It's
of the
not
fun. It's
easy.
also also great to see the development, and that's a good thing
Yes.
of rowing machine. It's so easy to measure, so you can always benchmark towards your last session. I tended at that time to repeat the same few sessions, and then I can compare and have a new record every session in the beginning, which was great
Yeah,
fun. I mean, now unfortunately that doesn't happen that often,
that's
but it
how
was
it
great.
starts.
Yeah, and then you get this competitive mindset. You should always beat yourself and develop.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, how do you feel, Anders? Obviously, you just completed the Worlds, and congratulations, incredible effort there. But when you get on the rowing machine before your race, and Joonas, I'll ask you the same question in a second. When you're about to get on the rowing machine, you're stood there, you're waiting. How do you feel? What's going through your head?
I mean, in the Worlds, it was a little bit special because it was so much things around, the technology, everything. I was a bit disturbed by that, to be honest. The cameras, making sure the technology. It was more like focus on that rather than rowing. If I do,
So,
I
was
mean,
that a hassle for you?
I think it was hassle for everyone because it's many things to manage. I should have an assistant. I didn't have an assistant that sort that. But I think otherwise, I run the competition this weekend, and then I think you're quite focused just on the start to make sure you're quick in the start, just the first few strokes, and then you just go on with it. And normally, I think when I do a competition, tend to rest a few days before, so I'm stronger than usual. So it feels very easy in the beginning, and that's a really nice feeling because normally I'm always tired when I train. So in that sense, you get a like positive mindset of the start, and then just do it.
Until the last 150.
Yeah, of course, the last 150 is it's always problematic for anyone running 500.
And obviously that was it's an online event. It has no comparison at all to being in a live setting. A live event, indoor rowing with people around you like at Brick. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, but but I kind of like the event as well because it gathers so many good people. I mean, the competition was amazing, and I mean, it was we were 4 persons sharing the third place, and I mean, it was an amazing race in that context. So I liked that part of it. I mean, of course, I prefer live competition, but without competitors, no competition anyway. So I mean, so that's an important angle as well. Of course, if we could gather the same team and do it live, that would be much better. But it was still very nice to be able to meet all those people in the
It
competition.
certainly would, yeah. Yeah. And Jonah, same to you. Whatever the event is, you do a lot of events. How do you feel before and how do you handle that?
I don't know. I feel quite same because my job is quite hustle and like that, and everything is changing. So I think I little bit it's quite normal for me. So
Yeah.
I just go and do the best I can at that day and see how it goes. So it's not so serious for me.
Well, again, in what you do and how you and in your career, there's obviously, more important things, right? And from your point of view, that fight or flight mode that's on a lot of the time. Whereas for me, if I go and sit down to compete in a rowing machine or a cross competition, that's my fight or flight moment. I don't get that very often. But for you, it's obviously more of a normal thing. So you're used to that, right?
Yeah, in my job we have a lot of everything is changing all of time. Maybe or like first like 2 days at sailing and at maybe 4 hours, and then you know that you are like 2 weeks. Everything is changing and it's total mess every day. Just do something and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Now you guys obviously you haven't met physically. It's been an online bromance.
Yeah,
Would a,
yeah. Romance, totally.
yeah. And I think that's great. And we were chatting before we started the podcast today, and it's such a cool relationship. We've got so much respect for each other, and that's part of the community and camaraderie that's being created through sport. And I love that side. Um, I have got a question though. So, Anders, I'm going to ask you to describe Joonas in one sentence from an athlete point of view. So how could you describe him as an athlete?
Joonas is a winner.
Born winner.
He wins in the last stroke. That's the way to do it.
Not this year.
No.
And Joonas, same for you. Hello, Anders come to the game late. How would you describe Anders as an athlete in one sentence?
He's my idol.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell you what, I need some love hearts popping around here. No, it's great. I love that. Why is he your idol?
I don't know. He's so so nice and or we have a good bromance. So I don't know.
There's
He's so
obviously a connection there.
nice, and we are like cheering at each other like that. So it's very easy to talk
It's
to
nice
him
to have.
and like that.
That's really cool. Yeah, I absolutely love that. And again,
And
that's-
Anders, he's not like asshole. So I like him.
wait till you meet him.
Yeah, yeah.
No, so I don't know Anders, but I did see him at Brick when I was there in December, and yeah, such a nice guy. Friendly with everyone, and before competing, after competing, so friendly and yeah, so approachable. So it's really, really cool to see. But that
I
is the
think we need to
indoor
stop
rowing
now. You're getting out of proportion.
Oh, we've got some bad stuff as well. Don't worry, mate. We're going to balance it out. Joonas, so it isn't just about indoor rowing for you. This is just a part of your package, and there is a lot to unpick. You know, you compete, as you said at the start, in various areas. High volume. I believe in Finland, they would call you. I'm going to try and get this wording correct. I've been practicing. Are you ready? They
Yeah.
call you Trinihulu. Trinihulu?
Treenihullu, yeah.
Training addict,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
anyone that's
but
from Finland watching or listening, please let me know how my comments were.
yeah. But I don't think that for my head, I don't think that I'm athlete. I just try to be soldier like elite soldier. I can go like running marathon and I can sprint 100 meters fast. I can swim fast. I can do like everything. So that's my goal. Sometimes I go like doing pull-up competition. Sometimes I do indoor rowing, I running, swimming, like everything. So I don't focus just one area. I want to take all.
I love that. You know who you remind me of? Van Drugger. Ivan
Yeah.
Van Drugger from Rocking, mate. I tell you what, honestly. So I look at you and the way you're talking, and now, I mean, obviously, I've researched yourself and that. You seem so self-assured, so much self-worth there. You don't need any other identity. You just go and do what you want to do and what you need to do. And the accolades don't really seem to mean that much to you. You're like, well, I'm doing it anyway. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Is that right?
Yeah, and also when I sometimes won some competition, I don't get some extra feeling. I just like to train, and if I won, nice. But it's not so important for me. For me, most important thing is the met like Anders and like that. I like people much, very much. So yeah, for competition, I like to talk about the friends and like that, and seeing them. And when if I get some medal, that's right. But I like people more.
Yeah. How about when people doubt you and say, no, I don't think you can do that. So this pull-ups that I know you want to try and do.
Then I get extra motivation, and then I go really hard.
The switch gets split.
Yeah, because last year I was thinking that I quit indoor rowing, but then Anders and everything is going like super fast, and I was thinking, shit, maybe I need to do extra year. And also I was thinking this year is my last year, but for last weekend people are going so fucking fast, so I need to go extra 1 year.
Is
Yeah.
That's an exclusive on the Chase Payne podcast. You are back for the Worlds next year, and you'll be taking them on. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, but
So
it's so awesome that we have now a lot of new guys who is going so fast, and like we old winners, we are like losing. Also, if you want to go to final, you need to do extra hard job
yeah,
to get there. So it's super awesome.
it's only getting tougher to make that final race now, isn't it? It's only getting
Yeah,
tougher.
yeah,
And if you're in the final race, you're with the top boys and the big boys, and there's some great races. They really are. I wish they would get more attention than what they do. I just
yeah,
look at it and I just see these man mountains. I mean, when I went in December, seeing these people and how big they are and how
yeah.
strong they
Hello.
are, they're like superheroes. But I really
Like
wish that,
like Anders.
yeah, like Anders, the born athlete.
Yeah,
I really wish it would get more of that live exposure and to celebrate the athletes, because I really think there could be some great marketing on that, because you are literally, I view it as Clash of the Titans. In that final, you have, these 10 big people lined up next to each other. I think that would be superb. But, hopefully at some point it will get to that point.
yeah.
We will see. We will see. Um, with regards to your pull-up competition, well, your pull-up target, the record you want to break. So how many is it you need to do?
Last year I did a new world record. It was 53 reps plus 110 kilos. And this year I want to do over 60 reps. And
That's
maybe,
unbroken string pull-ups.
yeah, it's not so strict pull-ups. It's a little bit different regulations.
Okay.
The old thing when we are doing pull-ups, we need to broke this
Yeah.
line. Yeah, and we
But they're
need to
not
put.
butterfly pull-ups, are they? Like CrossFit?
No, you
Not
cannot
kipping.
do it if you want to put your thin, and also your legs need to be crossed and like that. So
Okay. Yes, I have seen that. Yeah.
there is a lot of different variations to do
Yes,
pull-up.
there is.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Pull-ups gets a really bad flack online. Everyone says, I do it like this, you do it like that. We don't care. You do pull-ups how you want to do them. Be happy. Stop
yeah,
shouting
yeah,
at
yeah.
everyone else. Just do you, right? Don't worry about it. Anders, how many pull-ups you got on your locker, mate?
I think
100.
yeah, my record is 23, I think,
Wow, that's
But
decent.
I think it's strict.
yeah, no, it's not. It was not strict at all. It was many years back. So
Was it band assisted?
I have some issues with my elbows. I've been a little bit careful, not doing any pull-ups. I'm starting to do in the rings now, but that's just recently. But I want to save my elbow for the rowing, so I've been super careful not doing too much pull-ups.
That makes sense.
But I will try again, but with now I used to do it with extra weight and all those kind of things, but now I just do it with my body weights and rings, trying to be careful in the beginning at least to evaluate, not make sure not to get injured again.
Yeah.
No, got to stay fit, big man. So Jonas,
Yeah.
what's your 1 rep max weighted pull-up?
I think it was like 80 kilos. I was
Wow.
like
Wow.
122 kilos then, I think. But
Wow.
yeah, I was training like 1 month of these competitions. So
Yeah. Okay. Decent. Decent. And so now the rowing world championships is over. How is your training looking right now? What's your training look like for you?
Yeah, I will do the same as I always do. I row a lot, I row hard.
How does that
So
look
that
for a week? So if for our listeners like that are really into, how does this guy do it? Started a few years ago. Like, how do we get to this point? What does your rowing week look like?
Yeah, I almost always start on the Monday with a weight session, and then I do predominantly legs and a little bit of back, but mostly that. Then I do a sprint session as well on the Mondays. Normally I haven't done today, and then I try to do at least 2, maybe 3 sprint sessions a week, and one, let's say, a VO2 session, and one little bit longer session. And then there is all those online competition I do every now and then as well, just to have a bit of fun and make it more enjoyable. But maybe 4 or 5 sessions a week, rowing, and then one weight session.
What's the session you least look forward to doing?
The longer the worse, I think. So I did a half marathon once. So that was not fun at all.
Yeah, I did it once. I might ever do it again.
And for me, I usually start rowing training like 2 or 3 months before World Championships, and I only do one rowing training session per week. And
That's it.
yeah, because if you want, yeah, but I do a lot of team training, running, skiing, swimming, like everything. So I just
I have a feeling next year there's going to be a bit more, though. I think next year, than the build-up, I think there might be a bit more.
no, because I do lot of different. um I have different sports, and I can train like really hard, like 2 or 3 months, and then I need to switch next sport. Last year I was doing like strongman competition and like that, so I cannot do full year same sport. So I do 2 or 3 months this, and then I switch, and then I switch. Yeah,
Would you say that also reflects your personality, doing different sports, different times of the year, keeping the mind active, doing different things rather than just one thing? Does
yeah,
that reflect your
yeah,
personality?
yeah. Because when I was younger, I was competing swimming, and I was selected like 2012 Olympian team when I was 2005, and then I broke my back really bad. I was like 1 year off, and I have a lot of bad injuries full my life. So when you are training only one sport, and then you get some injuries, then your head is quite hard to focus that. So that's why I train a lot of different sports. If my shoulder is going broken, I can do some competition like that. So it's for just like mental health thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
agreed. I totally agree, and I think that's really cool to hear. Actually, it isn't just about getting fit, looking good, you know, meeting people. Actually, it is also for our mental health, and it really supports the mindset side of it. And even someone, that's done so much that you have done, that you still need to think about your own mental health. And if we look after ourselves first by doing something we enjoy, obviously we can then be a better person to help other people. That's really, really, really important. Um,
yeah,
what do you what do you think? So in your younger career, obviously you played a bit of football in Finland, soccer, obviously swimming. Um, what what attributes did you have as a youngster that really took you on? So for any younger listeners listening now, what attributes did you have as a young athlete, and what did you do to work on them? Were you determined to succeed, or did you not really care that much about training?
when I was under 20, I didn't was so interesting like competing. I just training because there was all my friends there, and there was some girls and like that, and also your body get quite fit, and it's quite nice. So, and when I was little like older, 25, then I was getting a killer mode, like beast mode, and then I really like to competing and destroy everybody.
And so you did, Jonas, and so you did.
Yeah.
Um, I would like to talk about, you've both done something similar, in a rowing event. And Anders, I come to you first because it was the most recent. So in the world, you competed in your finals. Everyone else, I've seen them in the garage. I saw them in their garden. I saw them in their kitchen. You, Anders, decided to go to the pub. You've set up the rowing machine in the pub. You had the big screen up with the race on. Everyone's got pints around you. I loved it. I thought it was incredible. So good to see. Can you share with us how that happened, why it happened, and did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was great fun. A lot of people I know. I think I posted a little movie from the 1 minute race, which was in the afternoon.
Saw that.
But then on the 1K, it came even more people. People I don't know. People was curious, maybe have a few drinks. So it was totally crazy, actually. But unfortunately, didn't get a good movie on that. But the idea, I was actually competing last year in the Worlds. I was quite new to rowing. And then I was rowing in my basement, and then everyone on a few people on my work start telling me, why are you rowing in your basement? Everyone else have fans cheering for them, etc. So then I thought I need to do something. then I'm rowing for a club, Hammarby, which is a big club in Sweden for soccer. As I spoke to a guy on my work, where should I row? And then he recommended this pub. This is really Hammarby pub. So go and speak to them. They will love it. And it was really nice. They invited me. So okay, you do everything, and you can be here, no problem.
It was so good to see, and I just think it just shows that personality of indoor rowing. It shows the humorous side of it, and of course it was a big race, but also look, it's a bit of fun and enjoy it. Did you have a few drinks after?
I had one drink after. I'm not a big drinker, but I had one drink. My friend told me. Asked me to have one drink. Yeah, immediately after 1K race, I got one drink.
Yeah, the shop was waiting for him lined up.
But Anders was thinking that next year we maybe go rowing like in cruise ship.
Yeah, in Finland, Sweden cruise ship. Then we can have a relay team as well, a Swedish-Finnish relay team.
Yeah.
So that's the plan for next year, and Joonas will bring Lordi.
I will be a Swedish team.
Yeah.
This sounds like a plan, guys. And Joonas, for you, so you also competed in a rowing event, and you had a live drummer next to you.
Yeah.
That was incredible. I mean, talk to me about that. How did that happen? Was it your idea? Did it motivate you?
Oh no, because me and Mäki Pelto, lightweight world champion man, we are training a lot of together and messing around, and we are not so serious people. So usually we are like doing some exercise like that, and then just goofing around. So it's not so much thinking. We just do it and have fun. So it's important to have fun.
Yes, it is, and you play it down. But I've never seen anyone do an indoor row with a live drummer next to them. I've never seen that in my lab. So, so that's absolutely brilliant.
And Anders was saying that he's Lordi, so
he certainly was. So would you do that again, Anders? Are you going to go back to the pub?
Yeah, I may do it again. Or if I can come up with something else, I will do that.
Nightclub.
Nightclub or something. Yeah, depending on the time. Or we have the
club. Someone say strip club.
No, not the cruise ship. I think we go to the cruise ship next time. That's the plan.
I went on a cruise 2 years ago, and it was a week cruise, and they had obviously the gym on there, and it was quite cool. I was doing the rowing in the gym, and I had the window, and you were literally overlooking the water. That was pretty cool, actually. And it's very, 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 it's in Norway, very, very cold.
Yeah.
But fantastic. And I went, actually, it's a good question. So I know you do some cold water swimming, Joonas, and I went swimming in Norway here, and it was so cold. So cold. but I really enjoyed it, and I've carried on doing cold water therapy now once or twice a week. Um, I'm not great at swimming, so I like to just go in and go for a cold dip, and there's a lock that's not too far away from me, like a river, really nice. So I go in there quite a lot, and I know you do your cold water swimming as well. I've seen your videos going out for the swim in the cold water. Do you do that just because it's fun? I know you swim, but how do you handle that cold water?
I hated it, and because you need to be tough guy, you need to do that kind of things that you don't
Yeah,
be too much pussy. So
yeah, agreed,
a
agreed.
little bit
I guess,
harder.
yeah,
Yeah,
the only way you get mentally stronger is by putting yourself in those challenging situations, right?
yeah. You need to do a lot of things that you hate or you a bit scared, and otherwise that life is going much easier, and then you have left only real problems. So
And then it's harder to deal with those real problems because you're not used to dealing with these things and they get thrown at you. So
yeah,
the more time you can spend in that uncomfortable zone, the better.
and also when you have a lot of the different things like mental issues with your head, then and when you're going like ice dipping like 7 minutes, then your head is going much clearer and you don't
It is.
think about nothing, not so important things.
Agreed. And as soon as I usually do 4 to 5 minutes. When I come out, I feel so refreshed and so revitalized. And I feel so much more clearer.
Yeah,
And
and
also
also
up the body.
and also if you have a high stress level and you go regularly to ice dipping like that, the stress level is going down, and
Yeah.
also it also helps that you don't get sick that easily. So
Agreed.
uh, uh, if you are like diver or like that, then usually divers go like every day to ice dipping.
Yeah. You know what? I can probably compare ice dipping, cold water therapy to rowing, indoor rowing. So let me explain. So every time I go to either my cold water bath in my garden, or if I go to the lock where I go to my cold dip, every single time I go there, it always feels as bad before I get in. It never changes. I'm always like, man. So I give myself like a ritual. I've got 5 deep breaths that I do, and by the fifth
Yeah.
one, I have to be in. Otherwise, I don't get in. I've always got in, but I've had to learn to deal with it. And I've got 3 words that I say to myself, and it is just accept it. That's what I say as I get in. And I compare that to rowing or even a CrossFit workout, or just fitness in general. If you know you're about to do a workout, the 500-meter row, as you get on the rower, you are thinking, I know 150 is coming, that last 150. There's always that inner worry, but I think that's good. Anders, do you still feel that every time you go to send that 500-meter row? Do you get that feeling inside?
Not really actually. I get used to 500. But I think it was much worse. The first time I did it, I felt really, really bad after 500. Somehow I think I've done so much lactate training, so my body can handle it much better. But when I do a longer exercise that I know I cannot really do the same way, then I can have that kind of fear.
So would you say that 500, where you've done that so much and your body is so, I'm not going to use the word comfortable because it is not comfortable, but you know what's coming. If I were to compare that to you, right, Andy, is go and do a 2K PB for me, how would
Yeah,
you
yeah,
feel going to the rower?
yeah.
Yeah.
2K is not very comfortable. I can tell you.
And what is your 2K PB, Andy?
I did just sub 6 once, 5:59.
Wow.
So
Sub
that's
six
my
minute. That's
yeah.
insane. Joonas, what's yours?
I have also under 6 minutes.
Wow. That's insane. These numbers are incredible, guys. Absolute beast mode right there. Would you say, so Jonas, this is more for you really, because you're more experienced in the general athletics world, CrossFit, fitness, weightlifting. In your head, do you think there is one type of athlete that you could say, yeah, that athlete is the fittest in the world? Because they call that in CrossFit. They say CrossFit is the fittest in the world when they're crowned champion. But do you believe you can really put that in one hat and go, yeah, they're the fittest?
I don't think so.
How close is rowing to showing how fit someone can be humanly possible?
I can't say because there is different things that it's like changing a little bit different. So cannot say exactly.
And this is the point I'm trying to make. There are so many different opinions in the world of fitness. You know, you're the fit in high rocks, that's the fittest. You know, CrossFit, fittest on earth because you do so much. Okay, yeah, but if you do this, you're the fittest. For me, I don't care.
Yeah.
I just want to know whatever you're doing, are you the best that you can be, and is that your best you've given? And if we are going to compare for the fittest in the world, you know, there are different areas you need to compare. So obviously the strongman, which is a specialized area, indoor rowing is a specialized area. And then you've got different time lengths, 100 meters, 1 minute, 500 meters, 2K, half a marathon. You've got all these different time restraints. So I think that fittest on earth question, personally, it is a kind of the personal opinion matters to whatever that person is doing. So I do CrossFit and rowing, so I look at those two areas
Yeah,
for a high rocks person.
because if you are like outsider in indoor rowing, like me, I just my high interest is just 500 meters and below that, and like 2 kilometers, I don't care like that, because I just go to full speed and seeing like big people are doing it high watts and like that, and that's something cool, and like 2K or 5 or 6K, it's I'm not interested in that all. But if you are like rowing people and just doing like full your life, then you more like 2K and like that. So also in indoor rowing community, there are a lot of different persons like that. They put like 2K to higher than like 500 meters. And
Yeah.
for me, I put 500 meters here and other things like there below. So it's issue.
Yeah, and it's all personal preference. And
Yeah.
the point I'm saying, there is no right or wrong.
No.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Anders, for you at the moment, obviously where you are, and you've just had an amazing world. What's the next thing for you? What are you looking at in the next month or so to come?
Well, I want to take the age group record for 1 minute, which is
Okay.
423.
Yeah.
I've done 422 twice.
How does that feel? 1 meter. How does that feel?
No, I think it's okay. It was also with this race start, so I think there is a little bit of an advantage to
Of
start
course, yeah.
from. So it's achievable. It should be achievable.
It's easy for you.
Yeah,
If
I
you
hope
if
so.
you do like your own start, then you get
Yeah.
like a maximum start
Yeah,
and full speed,
it
so it's easy.
should be doable. But then I think I will again go for 500 meters for next season. That will be my next target to improve my 500s. I mean, there's still a few guys better than me, so I want to catch up with them.
It sounds like the fire is still in your belly to achieve those targets.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit old, but I will try to improve myself at least. I would like to see a 111 on the screen, a 111 something. I don't know if it's doable, but that will be the target for next season.
Well, we're
It
gonna
is
definitely.
it is
Yeah,
doable.
it's there.
Yeah,
It's
I
there.
hope so.
It is. It is there for sure.
Yeah, but
I
I
feel
think
as though
500 would be my target next year as well, because 2K, I don't think the training is so fun. You need to do a lot of volume and like that, and then also the distance to the best is very far from me, so I don't think it's realistic to ever get there, even if I train
no,
hard.
fair enough. Fair enough. Anders, who's your toughest athlete you've ever had to compete against?
In terms of rowing, must be that Thomas, the big Thomas that just came up. He's
Winter.
yeah, winter. The winter is coming with in Sweden. The winter is
Yeah.
coming. We never have
207. Big
yeah,
guy in
yeah.
Norway.
We never have the chance to win after he comes.
No.
He's new to rowing as well, and he's I mean super strong, obviously.
Yeah,
And
he's
And
young
just
as
just
well.
started.
and he's got like develop like he is like
Yeah,
next year he's
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
We will
And
see. We
that's
will see.
awesome. Yeah.
It is. Do you? I mean, I think that's always good for the sport because when someone comes in and everyone's like, "Wow," it can actually up everyone else's game as well. Everyone seems to improve and gets dragged along with that wave. So I'm looking forward to the next 12 months and to seeing how that all evolves. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I and also the Winter was little bit asking if I can uh, help him like gym advice or like that. So of course I do can give some advice because I want to develop this sport and because uh, in my mind if there is some people who is much better than me, then I want to help him to achieve much higher level.
That's really cool. That is. That's really honourable and really cool because you might have some things that actually you can help them improve by 1%. That 1% could be that 0.01 that's needed
Yeah, yeah.
to break a record. And we know those numbers are so fine in indoor rowing, like 1 meter Anders, like they're so fine. So if you can help him in with that, and the fact that he's reached out to you speaks volumes, right? Obviously, there's a lot of respect there.
And
I tell you what,
also and also Anders need to do a lot of more gym and he's go easily like 100 meters like 110 something.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll try to go to the gym, but it's always difficult with injuries if I do hard gym. That's my problem. As soon as I
Yeah,
go
yeah.
hard on the gym, I get injured. So need to be careful.
and that's we're not getting no younger, Anders, are
No,
we?
fortunately not. But yeah,
Us masters athletes, goodness me,
yeah.
and these youngsters coming up. But that's why it's also so good to have the age categories, and I think it's really good. And in indoor rowing is one of the sports where there's a really high volume of people that participate and compete at the older age group in the Masters. It's really, really good. Really good volume of people coming through. And what a great way to encourage older people to get into it and to just get fit. It doesn't, no pressure on the knees. It's like swimming. You can swim and kind of not get injured. I feel rowing is great for that. I've stopped running because of my ankles and my knees, but rowing I can still do my long work. So I think it's fantastic. Absolutely
But
fantastic.
but but if you have I have a lot of back pains like really much and they're quite really painful. And when I have a back issue, I cannot row at all because it's so awful to your back when you are rowing.
That's because of the amount of power you put into it. I don't put that much power into it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, but but ski erg is very good. If I have back pain, I can do like ski erg training and like
oh,
that.
okay.
So
See, I find the ski erg blows my back up. If I do a minute for time or do intervals, my back blows up on the ski erg. It might be my technique, but
yeah,
yeah, my back does get very, very stiff on the ski erg. And I know you love the ski erg.
yeah,
Beast mode, proper
yeah.
power output on that. Do you know
Yeah,
what wattage you put on that?
this is my home gym. I have a
Oh,
ski erg
show us.
and
Give us a
rowing.
tour. Give us a tour.
Oh,
Tour, let's have a look. Show us. This is a special on the Chase Payne podcast.
yeah, I have like this kind of home gym.
Nice.
Yeah,
So you got the dumbbell. What's the heaviest dumbbell you've got there?
65 kilos.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful. Have you got heating in there?
Yeah, I have now 8 degrees here, so
Okay.
yeah, it's enough.
In my home gym, I have no heating. In the winter in the UK, it does get cold, especially out there.
Yeah, but not so much sweaty in the winter time.
But what I did, whenever I went there, I was always thinking, oh man, it's just too cold. So from my head, I got some chalk and on the wall, I drew heating and I wrote on, off. So when I walked in, I pressed the button pretending to turn the heating on. And just from
Yeah,
my head, I just felt better. I just walk in, press the button, have a little giggle to myself. Well, I don't like just being silly, but it just got me in the mood. Come on, let's just get shit done. So yeah, but it does take me a long time to get warmed up in the cold. That is for sure.
when it's really cold in here, then it's usually like +2 degrees. And when you are start training, it's a little bit cold. But when you do like hard training, then you get quite warm. So it's
Yeah,
quite nice.
yeah, for sure. And Anders, so you train at home, right?
Yeah, normally I train at home. I have a very small gym. It's just a rowing machine, nothing else.
That's all
That's
you
pretty
need,
much
big
it.
man.
Yeah,
That's all you
I
need.
have some weights as well, but I rarely use them. I have another gym where I go for weights.
Yeah. Guys, I really feel as though we need to, at some point this year, we need to make it happen. We need to make sure that we get together and do a rowing session, and we meet, and what we'll do, we'll have a bit of fun on the rowing machine, and we'll hit a couple of little fun competitions, and we'll get you guys head to head having a little bit of fun. Because I know
Yeah,
this
yeah.
row romance, we got to make this happen. I'm telling you, I'm going to stay in contact, and we'll work out where we are around the country, and we will make that happen. That would be a lot of fun. I like to take my rowing machine out in my VW camper van, and I take it apart, put it in the camper van, and I go into the forest and I carry it up a hill. And I like rowing outdoors. I feel as
Yeah,
though we should get our rowing machines and go somewhere and have a bit of fun. That'd be really, really cool. And then we
yeah,
can have a
of
proper.
course.
We can
Yeah,
have
that we
Anders
must
versus
do.
Jonas. Just a bit of fun,
Yeah.
nothing serious.
Yeah,
And maybe
in others, maybe you are coming here like in winter, and then we go like outdoor rowing.
Yeah, in Lapland.
Minus 30 degrees, and we do
Yeah.
like half marathon. What you say?
Why
I
not?
think that's a solid no from Anders.
Yeah,
Maybe at Christmas because it'd be Lapland.
yeah.
I have got a couple of questions from some DMs. So when I put it on my story that you guys are coming on, I had a few questions come in. So I'm gonna ask a
Uh-oh.
couple of questions. Oh, they're qu- they're quite simple. Um, so again, it's really people wanting to kind of get a chance to ask me questions about rowing or about training. One of them was about food. So Anders, is there any certain things you eat the day before a race?
Not really. No,
No.
just
So you're
regular
not
food.
into your nutrition or balancing that
No,
out at all? Okay.
no, regular food. I try to
Pub
just eat
food,
what's usual.
pub grub.
No, not really. I don't eat much pub. Just regular, relatively healthy food. I try to stick to the normal routines.
Okay, so nothing special
No.
specifically for race day. No. Okay, cool. And
Yeah,
Jonas, for you,
maybe I try to take a little bit lighter meal to not have too heavy
yeah,
food just before the race. But
that
that's pretty much it.
makes sense. And Jonas, for you, before you're competing, any specific food, nutrition advice?
No, because in my job I cannot choose what I eat. They are giving something, and then I eat. Sometimes I don't like that, and sometimes I like. It's just the fuel. So
Get what you're given.
yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, the choice is taken away from you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um, when you get to the point where you want to quit in a workout, how do you deal with it? Anders,
Yeah, I look at the screen. I try to look at the screen and continue. And I have always programmed the workout previously, so I never quit. I mean, it may happen a few times, but regarding training, I almost never quit. I've done some sort of in online competitions where I simply went out far too hard. So then I more or less had to eject myself to not die. But but apart from that, I try to program it, and then I did. But then of course sometimes I need to slow down because I go too fast. But I try to always finalize them.
Cool. Brilliant. And Joonas, same for you.
When the wall is coming, I just think that one more rep and like that. So in some day it's gonna end. So
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. I had a question come in. I don't know why this has been asked, but what's your favorite movie? Anders.
I never, I haven't watched a movie for more than 10 years. So I need to pass on that question.
Okay. Joonas.
maybe Crank.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little bit
Nice.
different.
Is that Jason Statham?
Yeah,
No.
Jason
Yeah,
Statham.
it is, yeah.
Yeah,
Statham. Yeah. He's a beast.
it looks like a little bit Anders. Jason Statham.
Brilliant. A younger version.
Yeah.
Last question from our listeners, and this is a very simple one. Do you listen to music before or during your row? And if you do, what music do you listen to?
I always listen to music when I train, but I never listen to music when I compete.
And what do you listen to when you train?
Yeah.
Appa.
No, Swedish music. I have a guy that called Kenta. That is some club music. So sometimes I listen to him to get some extra energy. And actually, Thomas reached out to me and said, "Oh, I really like that music. I'm starting to listen to that as well." So I think he will join the Green Club soon. That's my expectation.
And Jonas, same for you.
Yeah, I listen a lot of different kind of music, and always when I train, I need to listen to music. And when I competing, I usually listening like Rammstein or like that. But sometimes like club music or like trance or like that. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I listen to Queen. I like Queen, Freddie Mercury, my dad's
Yeah.
favorite music. When I compete, when I row, I listen to my dad's favorite songs because it means a lot to me.
My son is right now loving.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's listening a lot of Queen.
good. Yeah, absolutely love it. Guys, I cannot believe we're already an hour into this podcast. And there are so many things that I had written down that I really wanted to talk about, but the hour has absolutely flown by. I definitely want to hold you to that, guys. We are at some point going to get you two together, and we're gonna make a vlog on it. It'll be so much fun. We're gonna make it happen. Yeah. Um, I, I really hope the listeners have enjoyed today's podcast. And if they've got any questions, just write in the comments below. And guys, I cannot thank you enough for both joining me today on this Monday evening. I know you're both very, very busy. So thank you so much for joining me on the podcast and also for sharing your insight into your training, your rowing, and also your personal background as well. It always makes these podcasts work really, really well. So thanks very much, guys. And I appreciate your time today. Thank you. Thank you, Anders. Thank you, Joonas. And I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
thank
did.
you.
Thanks for the
That's
invite.
that's
It was pleasure.
and hopefully the listeners will really, really enjoy it. So listeners, don't forget, like and subscribe and hit that save button if you're on Spotify. And don't forget to give us a review as well. All the reviews make a huge, huge difference. Otherwise, everyone, good luck with your fitness and your training. And we will see you next week on the Chase Payne podcast with a very special guest. But I cannot reveal who it is. It's a big surprise.